Hi, and welcome to another video from BooksGenie.ai. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create puzzle books. So we're going to create a book where we have different kind of puzzles in a single book. Let's get started. The first thing we need is to create a project. So I'm just going to go to this button and click on Create New Project. Then you are presented with this dialog. So we can either start from scratch by choosing Custom Project, or we can use one of the pre-configured settings. So I'm just going to go with the puzzle book, which is 6 by 9 inches, black and white. So I'm just going to click this one, and then I'm going to do puzzle book. When it comes to the page count, I'm just going to leave it to 120. But when you are creating a book to sell on Amazon KDP, you need to think a bit how you would like to lay out these puzzle books, right? So let's say if you would like to create a book that has 10 puzzles, that means you would need 10 pages for the puzzles, because every page will contain one puzzle. And at the same time, you would also need an extra 10 pages where you put the solutions, right? But if you also want to create a different layout where solutions are not in like single pages, then you have to just do some math, but you can always add pages once you create the book. Just gonna click on next here, and then we can do a review of our settings, and then we click on create project. Once that's done, we have the book opened in our book editor. So let's go here to the AI magic and start adding some puzzles, right? We're going to do different kind of puzzles, right? So let's start with a crossword puzzle. So I'm just going to go here and choose a theme, right? And here you would have already done your research and you know what kind of niche you are targeting. And based on that, you can specify a theme, right? For this demo, I'm just going to do like summer vacation. For the number of words, I'm going to leave it to 10. This is a good number, because if you increase the number, you could actually run into problems where it doesn't fit, like the hints will not fit within the page of your puzzle, right? So, and also 10 is a quite good number to keep the users or the customers of the book entertained instead of getting frustrated because they have so many words to finish the puzzle. You can also choose a language depending on your target audience. So we have different languages, so you can choose the language. I'm going to use English here, and then click next. Now at this stage, what we are being asked to is actually select the pages where the puzzles will go, right? So for this demo, I'm going to leave the first page as a title. Then this will be a blank page, and then my puzzles will start at page number 3. So I'm going to select page number 3, and for that I'm going to also go all the way and select all these pages here. So this is the number of puzzles that we are going to create. I think I have enough pages. If we need more, we can always add pages later. Then you click on next, and now we are going to select the solutions, right? Just to make it easier for me, I think I'm just going to go with the start from the end. So this will be my solutions, and then click on generate. Now the AI will actually go ahead and find the words and create the puzzles for us. We just have to be patient here and wait for it to finish. All right, now our crossword puzzles are actually generated. As you can see, we have the first puzzle here starting at page number 3, and these are the hints, and this is our puzzle. And if we go to the end, we should see the solutions exactly. So we have our solutions for the crossword being done here. That's great. All right. So we already created crossword puzzles, and it's pretty easy, right? And then we can also customize the look and feel of these crossword puzzles. So when you select it, you have a lot of options here. For example, you can also display the empty cells if you want to go through this classic kind of look, or you can leave it like this, which is pretty simple and clean. You can feel free to explore on your own all the different options that you can do within these specific crossword puzzle. And one tip that I would like to mention here is when you change some like look and feel of this puzzle, you don't have to do all of that in all the other pages at once. You can actually just do it in one of the crossword puzzle, then right click and then use this handy feature here, which is apply to similar. That will automatically apply the same settings or the same style to all of the crosswords puzzles on your book. All right, so that's how easy it is to actually create crossword puzzles using BooksGenie.ai. And then the next thing we would like to add is add some word search puzzles as well. So we always go to the AI magic and you can see that we have word search puzzle. So we just click on that. And similarly, you provide a theme. So our book is around summer vacation. So I'm just gonna use the same theme for the word search puzzle as well. So I'm gonna just type summer vacation. I will leave it to 10. I'm gonna still stick to English here and then click on next. And now this will ask me where am I going to place these word search puzzles. So this, as you can see, we have our crossword puzzle pages here. Then the next ones will be the word search puzzles. So I'm gonna leave page 13 blank so that they can put like a title here to say that word search puzzles. And then I'm gonna go ahead and choose all the other pages here until this one. So I'm gonna create these word search puzzles and then I will move ahead and click next. And again, now I have to search the solutions. I want my solutions to be at the end of the book here. So what I can do now is simply starting from here, I'm gonna leave this one as blank just to put the title for these ones. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and select these pages. Then I will click generate. Now here we have to wait for the AI to generate our word search puzzles. All right, we are done. Let's see our pages here. So yeah, we have our blank page and then the word search puzzles are here. And similar to the crossword puzzles, you can actually change the look and feel. So just explore the different options that you have here. And then if we go to the end, we should be able to find the crossword solutions, the word search solutions. All right, so there we have it. So they are here. And yeah, as you can see, we have like an extra blank page between the solutions, but that's not a big deal because I can just delete it, right? I'm just gonna do yes, and voila, fixed. All right, now let's add another page for the other different puzzles that we can create here. We can actually include some Sudoku puzzles. So I'm just gonna choose this one here. And then you have different kind of levels. I'm gonna go with medium. And then we just go here and select where these puzzles will go, right? I didn't really keep the math here, but I will just leave this one as blank. And then I'm just gonna create like half, right? Yep. Let's see how many pages we still have. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and just do something like this. Then we need 2 others to create them. Yeah, okay. And then we go to the end and add empty pages, right? So what we need is pretty much this one till here. Now our Sudoku pages have been generated. So if we go to the pages where we selected, we can actually find them here. Yeah, we can see that we have our Sudoku puzzles generated on our pages. And if we go to the end, then we can also find the solutions to these Sudoku pages. As you can see, we have filled in. Similar to the other puzzles, you can actually customize a lot of things on how they look. So feel free to explore that using these different options that you can see here at the top when you select the crossword puzzle. And then we can also add some maze puzzles. And for that, we just go to the AI magic again and choose these maze here. Then for the maze, we have different styles, right? I'm gonna go with medium for difficulty, and then we can either go with the shape or with the circle. So let's go with circle. And then here we need to choose again the puzzle pages. For that, I'm going to select this range here. Then let's see if we have enough pages. Yeah, we still have a lot of pages actually. So this is good. And then we go ahead to the end and choose the other pages that we want. So I'm going to leave this one as blank for the title. That means I'm going to choose these ones here. And then click generate. Now we just wait for the AI to generate our maze puzzles. And that's done. So we can go to the maze here, and yeah, we can see our maze are here. These are the maze. And then if we go to the solutions, then we should see solutions to our maze. You can see that we have the line being drawn here. Similarly, you can actually choose and change some look and feel. For example, you can change the solution color, right? So it's gonna blue, green. But again, our book is black and white, so I'm just going to keep it to that. So that's pretty much how you can create a book. You can go to the first page here and just add some title. I'm going to do this one and say, just puzzle book. Think about a nice name. I'm just showing you what you can do with BooksGenie.ai. And then you can add like some subtitle here. Let's say, I don't know how many puzzles we created, but let's say we're going to do unique puzzles to have fun. Something like this. I'm just going to group these here and then go to position, make sure that it is centered on the page. And that's all we have to do. This page here, you can actually fill it by, let's say, provide some instructions, or in this case, we can just do like title here. So what I can do, just going to do here, because this will be like crossword puzzles. Because this is like the start of our crossword puzzles. And then if we go here, I'm going to just add a title and put this one as word search puzzles. And then if we go to the other page here, we're going to do and add a title called Sudoku. Right? And then we can go to the other type. Here we have like our maze that I forgot to leave a page here. So I'm just gonna remove this maze from here just and then do maze, right? And I'm just gonna move this one to the center of the page. And then our maze starts from here. So I deleted the extra pages that I had here, and then I'm just gonna add another title and call this one like solutions, right? So just do solutions. And that's pretty much it, how you can create a coloring book. Now that we have our interior completed, we can go ahead and design a cover for our book. I think the first thing we need to do is probably just copy this one as the title and put it here. Again, if you are not familiar with Amazon KDP format, so in the cover, this is like the front cover and this is the back of the cover. And this blue area is basically the spin of the book, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna put the title here. What I can do is probably also change the color. So maybe we can go and choose this one, probably not. So I'm gonna go with this greenish, not really. Yeah, this one, let's see what we get later on. So, and then here, I'm just gonna choose a different color. So I would go to yeah, and then what we can do is probably just copy one of these puzzles here and just put it so that they know what's going to be inside, right? So I'm just gonna do something like that, and then go to the search as well and copy one of the puzzles to use it on my cover. I need to decrease the font size. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is take one of the Sudokus. So let's go here. Also, I'm gonna change the font size. Just reducing the size, reducing this one as well. Increasing it a bit. And then the other kind of puzzles that we have is the maze. So I'm just gonna copy the maze here, go to the cover and add it here, right? Then what I can do is go into the shapes. I'm gonna create some sort of background. Add some rounded corners here, and then I'm gonna change the color of this one to white. Then what I'm gonna do is send it to the back. So I can change the color to probably white too. And then we can add some sort of badge here, and I'm going to change its color to green. Just put some text. $100. That's basically the number of puzzles that you have. You can put whatever you want, depending on the book that you are creating. So if you have more, then we're gonna do plus. And I'm gonna change this color to be white. We increase the font a little bit. Group this one and then try to get it. Maybe increase the font. And that's pretty much what you can do for a cover, but you can be creative and design a nice cover. But this one, it looks good enough, to be honest. And then you can also add some copyright note on this book here on the cover. So what you're going to do is just go into the text here and then choose the II and do write a copyright notice for puzzle book. Click generate. Then you can see that it actually created a very simple note here. You can either use it or edit your prompt by clicking on this button. For the sake of this demo, I'm just going to use the content here. And yeah, we're gonna just resize it. Maybe we can put it here. And you're gonna change the color to this gray. Then yeah, obviously you need to edit the content. So I'm gonna do like 2025 and then put your name here or the publishing name you are using. So I was gonna do like puzzle publishing here. Can also increase the font if you want, but I think that's actually good enough for it's still readable. Or maybe I would put this one down, make it like this, right? And then here you can just put some other content or maybe a picture. So this is a very simple cover that we just created using nothing but what we have here. You can be more creative and add like more elements, more color and stuff like that, but you got the idea on how you can create a cover very easily here. Now that we have our cover, we have our content ready, what you can do is actually export the book. So we just click on export here. Now we just have to be patient for this process to finish. So it could take some time depending on how busy the systems are. So now we are compiling our pages to a format that KDP will accept. Now that's done, you can actually download the book. So we just click on download the book here. And then I will just save it. And I will open it now. So this is the download that you get. So as you can see, we have our cover here. It looks actually pretty nice. So this is the cover you're gonna upload to Amazon KDP. And then this is the interior. So you can see we have our title here, and then we have crossword puzzles and basically the crossword puzzles well formatted. Then we have the word search. In fact, I didn't put this one in the center, so be careful there. Make sure that you actually, your pages are well placed, but this is easy to fix. You can just go to the book and just make sure that this content is in the center. And then we have our word search puzzles. After that, we should have our Sudoku puzzles. This one as well, I didn't put it in the center, so we can actually just fix that. And after these ones, we will have the maze. As you can see, we have our maze here and the maze start. Then we will have our solutions, right? We start with the maze as solutions because we did it like in reverse order. So this is the solution for the first maze and so on. And then if you keep scrolling down, you can see the solution to the Sudoku. And that's how you actually create a puzzle book using BooksGenie.ai. I hope this video was useful. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.